So apparently EA was doing EA type things when they had us go through the whole code breaker thing. They made it seem like it was similar to what they did earlier in the year. So we all went crazy. We got everything done. Even though we all get the same reward, I'm going to explain to you guys why it's not that much of a bad thing right after this. All right, so as we log in right now, right, and I already told you pretty much what's going on is this. If you completed the code breaker set as of April 1st, 2019, what would have happened is you're going to be able to be eligible to, get your 75,000 coins right now. Now, a lot of you guys is raging, yo, bro, what is this about? They let me play a full quarter of, not doing anything. If you guys looked at all the stuff that we had to do, it was kind of wild and ridiculous, right? But when you think about it, how long did it take you to do it? See, that's the thing that we have to understand. Exactly how long did it take you to do all of that stuff that EA was just being wild and ridiculous about? How long did it take you? Because for me, it took me about 30 minutes. So 30 minutes for me to make 75K is not that bad, even though it depends on your time frame, what was going on. I laid out everything that you guys needed to know. So shout out to everybody that watched the video. You guys should have been able to get it done pretty quickly, right? So it's 75K. What does that mean? Well, what are we supposed to do with that 75K? Gmias, all right, I wasted my time, bro. I thought it was going to be something about a card. Remember, if they gave you a card, instead of just giving you the 75K, which we're about to open right now, just think about it. If they gave you a card, how many of us would have pulled something glitchy? So now that you realize that EA Sports, they kind of trolled us a little bit, whatever like that, what are we going to do with what we get? That's the bigger issue. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to take this 75K and we're going to put it to good use. Now, some of us are dead broke. You see what my coinage is like? Bro, my coinage is crazy. It's just really, really wild and ridiculous. So I could definitely use that 75. Now, remember, with everything that just released, they got the limited time Cam Newton. There's a lot of stuff going on, right? This is what I'm probably going to do with it. I have to put together a decent amount of coins to be able to, I'm going to buy some cards to power up that Mel Blunt, a.k.a. Mel Pass the Blunt. I'm about to go see your girl. We're going to go ahead and power him up, right? We need to get 48,000 for him. So we're going to get a cheaper 98 draft card because those are the cards that are really cheap right now that you can use to get a high amount of training. Just for, based on the value of it, it's very, very cheap. So we're going to be looking to actually do that with some of the coins that we get. We're also going to be getting weekend league rewards very soon. So we can also add that onto it. But objectively, this is what I think we should probably do. If you have no use for getting training points or doing anything like that, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to try to get lucky inside this store with the picks. All right. So I'm actually going to gamble with this the same way that I did with the previous one with the scouting points, right? Because we still have to find ways to make coins. It doesn't matter. Okay, we didn't have any kind of random pack. It wasn't a specific thing. It's fine, but we still made 75K. All right, and we should have made it. Most of you guys should have made it very, very quickly. It should have been made after you watched the video, you should have ran through it and just had it. Now, this is very, very dangerous though. All right, because we know for a fact that I'm probably going to pull garbage. Now, should we go and let's go right now, right? Let's look at what the draft player values are and let's equate it to the 75K we just got. Because for those of you guys that are raging uncontrollably, I understand the rage, but it's still a free 75K, right? So we still got to, after we're done raging and we calm down, you know what I'm saying? All right, yo, bro, I raged, bro, I lost my top. Now we figure out what we got to do in order to make something out of it. So let's look at the NFL draft. Let's look at some of the players. Let's see what's going on. So that's the quality for that. Do they have a Cam Newton up there yet? How much is Cam Newton going for? Okay, so they got 98s. Now look, you see these prices of the 98s? Although these guys are all picks, the reason that I'm saying that you could actually use these cards, you can actually gamble with these inside that set to try to pull Cam Newton. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different ways to do, to manipulate the situation. Buying one of these cards right now is probably going to be an ideal thing. It's just really, really difficult to go ahead and waste the coins because they made the value so high. If it wasn't 4,200 for each one of the 84 plus, it'll be easier for us to deal with. But, it is kind of wild. With the way that this goes. You see what I'm saying? But you can see people are buying it because they're going to be willing to either go into the set and, make these other players, make a Keyshawn, make a Bruce Smith. Obviously, Cam Newton is limited, but I really have no I have no urge to go after Cam. Some of you guys, you love the fact that, you know, I was raging with Cam earlier in the year. It was wild and savage like. But let's be honest, right? Lamar Jackson is a savage in this game. So as far as speed goes and everything like that, yeah, Cam will get freaky animations and he'll do a lot of weird stuff. But I really do like Lamar. I don't know what it is about him. I just like Lamar Jackson. And I'm going to be honest about it again. I have been chased down by linemen with no legs. That's also true. But Lamar Jackson is still, when he's in the open field, it's a nightmare. Like you're not tackling him. Cam Newton he's a little bit bigger, you know, so he can't really like, he's not as elusive as Lamar Jackson is. And to be honest with you, last night when I was playing the game, I actually went head up with Ray Lewis, and he got a crazy animation where he like stuttered backwards, Lamar Jackson, and he didn't fumble. He just kind of like stuttered and went out of bounds. So I don't know what's wrong with that card, but I still like it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick with that. Obviously, you guys are going to try to figure out a way to get me to go after this card. But this is what if you don't have any other, move to do with your 75K, we're going to look through some of these prices, right, of these players. And I would just go after trying to spend whatever the value of them, like, okay, look, so this one is 90. He's a 90 overall, right? So we're going to buy 2 of this guy. We'll buy 2 of this guy. How many picks is that? Because we got 75K, so 30 and 30 is going to be 60, so we'll still have... Okay, so we could buy 2 of these 90 overall cards, right? And this would probably be the best way to use it. Now, I'm just showing you, I'm going to have 15K remaining, obviously, because I only use 60. But this is something that you can do with the cards. So we can make picks, we could go inside the store, try to get lucky, and pull something. And ideally, a lot of you guys are probably going to tweet me saying that you pulled Cam Newton. And that's fine, bro. Listen, I'm just going to give you guys food for thought. Whatever you guys want to do with it, that's on you. But I'm always letting you guys understand this. Because it's a grind, whatever you like, we're never going to get everything that we're looking for out of a grind. Because that's just the way the game is designed. Like, it's going to be random. A lot of things are going to happen that we don't like. Blase, right? It don't really matter, though. We still have to find a way to make the best out of whatever scenario EA gives us. So, we just got the 75K. I just bought 2 of those. I showed you the values of them. We're going to go inside the store, and we're going to gamble. And we're going to see what's going to happen right now. Now, we have the usual way you guys supposed to hit me off, bless my plaques, but bless my packs, and then we're going to go from there. So we know, everybody knows how we do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bless the packs. Hey, you know how we do it. Ooh, Snarf. Bro, once you do that, before you open your pack, you are guaranteed to get nothing. So never do it. It only really works for me. Some of you guys scream it in the comments, and like when I'm live on Twitch, you guys start screaming it, going wild. But again, it is something that actually works because it's so wild and it makes absolutely no sense. And you know what's crazy? The more embarrassing place that you do it at, like say people are around you and you do it, that's when you're most likely to pull something glitchy. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But we're about to go ahead and open up these packs. We're going to open up 3. Now, what are the odds that we pull something glitchy? Very, very low. But that doesn't matter, though. Okay, so we got another 90. So we go ahead, we put them back in there. We put them back in the set. And this is how you gamble with it. Now, there is no guarantee for anything. But out of everybody that watches this video, I would say that at least, a decent amount of you guys are going to get some good pulls. Look, I'm pulling 90 after 90. Will we get lucky? I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this game is not made for the faint of heart. So it's not just going to turn out for, okay, we got a 96. So that's something that's really, really huge, right? So what should we do with this 96? How much is the draft? So that's 26,000 picks. All right. So now we keep that, obviously, because it's so high. We go back in and we gamble the rest of them off. All right. We know what that is. So we know, like, that's halfway to something that's glitchy. So now, okay, they gave us an 86. We'll go ahead. We'll sell this one back. And then I think we'll have enough for about 2 more. And then we'll see how that works out. But ultimately, you can turn that 75K into whatever they're going to give us for that. Because that's not a bad pull. All right, now this is a bad pull. This is just garbage. But we already got something that was relatively high, so we can't really complain about it. We just have to move on from it. But these are the things that you have to put your time into to try to figure out exactly, you know, so we got 2 Ryan Kerrigans. We got two 96s. So that's going to be 52K. That's about like 52 and change, right? So look, we have enough for a 98 overall random player now. The issue with that is we saw their values. You understand what I'm saying? So we just got 2 of those cards. If we go ahead and we gamble with a 98 overall player, we know what those players are going to be already. So let's go ahead and take a look at the value of those cards. Let's go ahead and take a look at the value really quickly and see exactly what can we do with this. Because okay, you might say, oh, Gmi, you mad lucky. I told you about my prayer, dog. My pack opening prayer, you could, you know, say, yo, bro, that guy's crazy, whatever. But check all my pack opening videos and you'll see. When you guys give me that love and that spirit, bro, it's nothing we can't do. Now, people may look at us like weirdos, but we cashing in, though. So we don't really care about that. So we pulled 2 96s, all right? Now, when we look at his value, he's about 145. So if you look at the values of the other possible 98s, which I just showed you, it wouldn't make much sense, you know what I'm saying, to sell, to do anything with these 2 like that and go and get and put it into that set, because we're only going to get something that's valued at a little less. Well, because this one, what is it? It was 145, 28, what is it, like 290? It'll be with those 2? Yeah. So it'll be like 290. All right. So 290, and we just saw one sub of 297. So we'll have a little bit of a balance left over if we were to do it like that. But either way, we just made 300K. So we turned 75K into 300K by doing this. And the only reason that it worked is because we went and used exactly what EA gave us and put it right back into the game. You see what I'm saying? We didn't say, oh yeah, bro, I'm going to complain, I'm going to rage. We used what we got, went in there, did whatever we wanted. So let's go ahead and double check again, because this is the biggest part about, you know, how to make your team better is to know what to do when you get lucky like that. Because we got to be honest, it's a gamble. Bro, it's the luck of the Irish, bro. Like, what are the odds that we get that every time? It's probably nothing. A lot of you guys probably pull straight 84s. But for the majority of us, we're going to get lucky. All right, so look, it's down to 270 now. So selling him separately, minus the tax, is going to still be about the same thing. Somebody just spent 271 on Roquan Smith. So we know that we could either take that 300, you know what I'm saying? Or we can sell off that we can sell off, you know, the picks and just keep gambling inside the set and try to ultimately pull Cam Newton. That's the only options that we have. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. All right? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. It's a lot of different things that we could do with it. It is a gamble. But at the end of the day, you know, if we gamble away all of that, we just pull 2 96s. It'll be very, very foolish to keep gambling with it and lose everything. So I think in this case, we would, you know, actually just sell it and get our 300K, whatever, minus EA's imaginary tax. And then from there, we decide where we're going. Why is Joey Bosa this much? They had other Joey Bosas up here, right? Because, okay, yeah, I'm about to say, okay, 3 or 4. I'm about to say, like, at the bottom, you know, people are so weird. I actually thought that the people were going to be spending that on Joey Bosa. It's wild. All right, so we can see Cam Newton is very, very rare, limited time, whatever. But I'm pretty sure people are going to be pulling him out of that set. So it's, like I said, if you guys get lucky and get a certain amount of cards like I did and you want to keep going back into it and going after that Cam Newton, feel free to do so. But just understand that EA doesn't play games. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my coins and I'm going to run, because a lot of people are going to be trying to get that Cam Newton, so they'll buy those cards and, you know, get their picks up and then go from there. But again, the 98 overall one is only going to give you 98s. So that's not the one to use for it. Just so you guys are aware of that. You want to go ahead and stay away from it. Just so you guys know, it probably won't work out for you. If you go and do the 98, you're obviously not going to pull a 99 because it stops at 98. All right, so 270 is the low end. You might get 300. So if you got 296s, make your coins and keep it moving, bruh. That's pretty much what you have to do at this point. Don't play games with it. But if you do want to gamble with it and you get lucky, let me know if you pull Cam Newton. You know where to find me. At GmiasWorld on Twitter, at GmiasWorld Facebook and Instagram. Definitely go over there and give me a follow. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Let me know what you're going to do with your 75K. Message me. Until next time, one love.